I don't know if Tsukasa is detached from humanity or if he's just really that arrogant. I think it's a combination of both. I mean, the guy is detached. He, after all, he can only do cooking just like that. But I also cannot say that even Kuga feel like a little bit like, well, come on. Is that the only reason why you wanna face off against Tsukasa? Well, who knows? We see a little bit blick of him is his internal monologue, so to speak, mentioning everything great about him, how he is has such a cute face, and of course he mentions that his height is irrelevant because he's short. He was popular with girls and had nothing care in the world until he lost to Tsukasa. And yes, this is me, the angry anime fan, bringing you Shougeki no Soma chapter 219. He called his defeat against Tsukasa a historic defeat. But back to the present, Rindo draws the thing that she will cook against Megishima while he and Saito are talking. And we once again see a little bit of a glip into Megishima's character, so to speak. I mean, as I said before, that I cannot read that guy. I don't know if he's. Why did he even join the rebels in the first place? It was. He didn't vote for Asami, but he always is so quiet, so it's difficult to read him. Even Saito here himself lampshades it, saying like, we were both elites not so long ago. When Megishima said, "Well, each chef carries their own ambition. These things happen." So Saito just says, "Still, it's odd that you joined the underclassmen, especially when you walk your own way for so long." That could very well mean that Megishima didn't vote for Asami not because he thought that Asami was teachings were wrong, but simply because Megishima has always walked his own path. He didn't need a new director to make him watch that path. Who knows? But the team Kugas is green tea, which is apparently very unique. I mean, what I mean by that, green tea, I expected tea, that you drink and stuff like that. But it's very different from Kuga's Syrian cooking and Tsukasa's French cooking. So for the first time, as actually, it's not a food that is on the strong side of the Elite 10. So exactly, I don't know what kind of food they're gonna do. If this is some kind of apparently creating a dish that utilizes the flavor and fragrance of tea leaves. So Kuga begins his cooking after Tsukasa says like, "It's a shame that you left the elites," but Kuga answers by saying like that, "Spare me the empty praise, Tsukasa, son. You have never ever giving a damn about other people." And as I said in the beginning, we see a little bit more of a flashback. Was it 1 year ago? Or yeah, 1 year ago when he challenged Tsukasa and lost, as he as the two Elite 10 future Elite 10 feel like pretty down about all this. Is in the Kuga's ego really took a blow about doing that. So later on, they see Tsukasa walking in the hallway, and a random guy just says hi to him, saying like, "It's rare for you to challenge an underclassman. That was the Kuga's family's eldest son. How did it go?" And Tsukasa just answered, "Kuga, who is that?" Revealing he didn't even acknowledge Kuga. More or less, he probably didn't even acknowledge the match itself, or probably because he is so focused in cooking, he didn't even remember. In fact, the guy had to remind him a few days ago, a first year named Kuga. "Oh yes, the Shuhan boy. That's right, I think his name was Kuga." So it's just that Tsukasa seems so detached. Either he is so detached, or maybe it's more likely that he is so just focused on his one single thing that he doesn't remember anything about anything else. I mean, I can relate to that. I'm the kind of guy that always also detached myself from some things and never really remembers the important things because I need to write them down. But I still felt like that was kind of cold of Tsukasa. So, so it's unknown exactly how Tsukasa, how anyone can affect him. But even Kuga here, Kuga's excuse is not exactly righteous either. It's more like an belong to an extremely overgrown ego for despite being so short. So even Kuga here is not so much with sympathy, if you ask me. Especially since he calls himself the #1 male student. I'm not one of the faceless mobs. So basically, this match is not for him winning against the rebels nor anything else. It's just simply him trying to prove to Tsukasa he is the best. So I feel like that is just a petty two. So both Tsukasa and Kuga here is not in the right. So Tsukasa also begins to cook. But the chapter ends with Rindo finally begins to cook with her loud self. And it's actually pretty scary to see that picture. We see her fangs, and if you ask me, her fangs look bigger than ever, especially with her cat eyes. And she begins to cook, and what is she cooking? Well, a crocodile, apparently. What is their dish? I have no freaking idea, but it's not, you can eat a crocodile. I know you can. But how to cook one, that's another thing. So what kind of food did she draw, and how the hell did she get a crocodile? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a baby crocodile, and it's alive nonetheless. So she killing that crocodile, well, that's just gonna feel a little bit in some people's eyes. But it's a cooking manga, so who knows? Megashima himself makes himself ready, but he is completely silent. So yeah, some inblicks on the characters. Since Megashima is a lone wolf, always have been a lone wolf, so why he is doing this, even he is not certain. But I cannot help but feel like that final page seems like the battle against Rindo is also a bit personal. But who knows? It's clear though that Rindo is the fiery, passionate one. But Kuga and Tsukasa, that's just a clash of egos. Tsukasa is cooking for cooking, and Kuga just because he want to prove like he is the best when he is clearly not the best. So give me your thoughts if you have any.